In October 2015, the Moroccan government considered implementing a boycott against Swedish goods and companies. The government even delayed the opening of an IKEA store. But since the two countries signed their first diplomatic friendship treaty more than 250 years ago, the few interactions they've had have been broadly positive. This aggression on Morocco's part seems unprecedented. So why is Morocco threatening to boycott Sweden? Well, the planned boycott comes on the heels of Sweden announcing that it would consider recognizing the independence of the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic in the Western Sahara. Why would Morocco care? Well, the Western Sahara was originally occupied by Spain, and in 1975, the phosphate and potentially oil-rich region was granted to Morocco and Mauritania to be jointly ruled. But war erupted between the two countries, as well as an Algerian-backed rebel group called the Polisario Front. Mauritania dropped out of the conflict by 1979, but the independence-seeking rebels kept fighting until 1991, when the UN intervened to establish peace. But tensions are still incredibly high, forcing the UN to remain in the country for peacekeeping purposes to this day. The rebels control a tiny portion of the region, although they claim to be the rightful sovereigns of the entire area. Meanwhile, Morocco actually does control the rest of the area as well as its resources, and they are very aggressive about keeping it. It is important to note that most Western countries have refused to acknowledge either Morocco's sovereignty over the region or the right of the Sahrawi people to self-determine their rule. In 2002, Sweden's ambassador actually said that they would not be recognizing the SADR, making this recent reversal somewhat surprising. As with many marginalized groups being ruled by foreign monarchies, the Sahrawis regularly suffer violence and human rights abuses by Moroccan security forces. In fact, despite the UN maintaining their peacekeeping presence, it is one of the only missions without regular human rights monitoring. Morocco has been accused of stifling dissent or speech critical of the monarchy by imprisoning activists, and police have reportedly attacked protesters and tortured supposed terrorists. The Moroccan-controlled region also suffers from incredible gender inequality. After repeatedly rejecting the United Nations recommendations to investigate human rights abuses, the United States demanded that they allow third-party monitoring of those potential violations. In response, Morocco called this an attack on their sovereignty and canceled joint military exercises with the United States in the region. Clearly, Morocco takes any threat to the status quo as a grave injustice, with Sweden only being the most recent country to get caught in their crosshairs. The sudden and somewhat surprising announcement of a boycott resulted in Sweden promising to re-examine their position and return with a verdict by February of 2016. But the chances of Morocco accepting any answer besides outright support is slim. Algeria is another country having less than friendly interactions with Morocco. To find out the reason behind the two countries' hostilities, watch our video at the top. And to learn more about Sweden and the many misconceptions Americans have about the country, check out the video from Seeker Daily below. Thanks for watching TestTube News, everyone. If you want to keep up with more news, be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.